Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 11 of Clio SoF. This is the America's time slot. This week we are racing in Norway at Rudskogen Motor Center, and as you can hear, I'm going to add some commentary this week. Let's go meet our drivers and see how qualifying went. Just 4 cars starting this week, so it is not official in the eyes of iRacing, but it is going to count towards our SoF standings. Right away we have a slow car off the start. That is the 4-car of Rudskogen. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Everyone goes into turn 1, and right away Eric Pashinsky having problems from the pole position. Fortunately, the other 3 drivers are safely through and away and heading towards the downhill. Dario Pereira taking advantage of the early miscue, jumping out to the lead. Bernardo in second, and Bruno Gaiotto, who is currently second in the standings coming into this race and finished second in the top split race earlier today. This is Pereira's second race of the season. He also raced in week 7 and finished in 5th place. Here we see Bruno making a pass for second. Drivers continue to make good laps, all within half second of each other. Eric Pashinsky coming to this back, already 8.5 seconds back after the spin in turn 1. Looking for an opening, waiting for someone to make a mistake. No major mistakes yet. Oh, there we go. Dario goes a little wide. Let's see if Bruno can take advantage. Not yet. Bruno is taking his time here. Another wide corner, and this time Bruno Gaiotto and Bernardo are going to sneak past Dario. Bruno starting to open a little bit of a gap now, 1.2 seconds over second place. Bruno now opening up to a very comfortable 2.5 second lead over Kautelenk and Pereira. Five cars did register for this race, but we only have 4 starting. Jeffrey Mesa never seemed to log into the session. So we're racing with just 4 cars today. This time slot is far less popular than the European time slot, but only 4 cars is by far the lowest car count that I have seen since I started, but I have only been part of the SoF for a couple months now. Bruno's already stretched his lead up to 3.6 seconds. Gallardo, again, as I did mention before, he was the 3 car in top split earlier this afternoon, and he did finish second. He is a very, very fast and talented driver, especially compared to the other 3 as far as I rating in this race. Are much to learn from Bruno here. The race is continuing to be clean. There has been very few off tracks, no major mistakes. No one has any car damage, which is always good to see. Bruno seems to be slowing down. I'm not sure if he's just doesn't want to be racing by himself, or I don't think he has any issues. I didn't see any incidents or anything, no lockups. Just giving the drivers behind him a chance to maybe see his line. This has allowed Kautelenk to close the gap to just under 1 second. Oh, and he's now passed. He's in first now. Bruno seemingly allowing Kautelenk to get by, so we can have a little battle for the lead here. See a good example, Bruno's 5300 iRacing versus Bernardo's 1300 rating. Quite a significant iRating gap. Although Bernardo is running some very good times. He's running times that would be extremely competitive in the 4th split race this afternoon. Which is also where his 1373 iRating would place him, right towards the top of the 4th split today. Bruno looking to the outside. So far, Kautelenk is doing a very good job of not letting a driver behind being too intimidating. He's a little lock up there, but he is doing a very good job of sticking to his line and hitting his marks. Looking to the outside again. Taking advantage little more generous track limits this season. I believe the AstroTurf in previous seasons has been would have been a penalty. We're doing a little bump drafting here on the stretch. But Bernardo not backing down. Not necessarily looking to pass, but he is not giving Kautelenk any room, any comfortability with this lead here. Following very closely. Oh, and it looks like Bernardo has had enough of someone following so close, maybe getting a little too nervous that it's about to make a mistake, or maybe just not being familiar enough with Gallardo and how clean he is of a driver. But Gallardo up front, Kautelenk in second now, 3 seconds back. Dario Pereira another 3.5 seconds back. And Eric Pyshinski having a rough day with several off tracks happening back in fourth. As I said previously, Gallardo came into this race second in points, and by just starting in this 5-car field without Diego Prakash, he will leave our Clio SoF champion for the America's time slot, even if he were to finish fourth in this race, and regardless of the outcomes from next week, Bruno has enough points to stay ahead of Diego and will be our time slot champion for this season. So congratulations, Bruno Gallardo. Coming around the final turn for the final time, Bruno Gaiotto will take our checkered flag for today's Clio SoF of the Americas race. Bernardo Kaudelink finished second. Dario Pereira coming third. Just gonna wait for our final car. Eric Pashinsky crossing the line in fourth. Our final results for today. Let's go take a look at the Clio season standings. Here are our standings through 11 weeks of the season. As I said, Bruno Gaiotto is our champion, even no matter what happens next week. Diego cannot receive enough points to catch up. Jeffrey Mesa, even though he did not race, moves up a position. Dario Pereira jumps a few more positions. And there we go. Bernardo, this is his very first Clio SoF of the Americas race, finishing second and already jumping up to 18th in the standings. Thank you for joining everybody this week. If you are interested in learning more about the Clio SoF, please visit cliosof.com.